We're live, yeah.
Yes.
Fake live,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, we're alive right now
Yeah.
while it's being filmed.
I'm alive, hopefully. I don't know.
But then we're going to put it on later.
Yeah.
We might.
Every time it says live, I go, oh, we're live.
Yeah, but we should treat it like a live event. That way I don't have to do any editing. That's true. Because if it's just swearing. Nice and clean and polished and no swearing,
although I've already said like.
Well,
but it's the show.
Sure. Nothing too bad. Anyway, welcome back to another experience of watching Twin Peaks for the first time. I've seen Twin Peaks a couple times. I'm watching it again, but Mackenzie is watching it for the very first time and doesn't know.
I don't know who killed Laura Palmer.
Doesn't know who killed, and really nothing about the show at all. Really, other than
I know David Lynch.
So you're familiar with David Lynch being strange. So we're diving in, and this is you had to go and make a pie, which is very appropriate because Twin Peaks is it's about good coffee and pie. Good
coffee and pie, and I think that's about all they eat.
Maybe,
and
and sometimes the coffee has fish in it in the percolator.
Yeah, and so I guess we did see somebody eat what was it, like diet pasta?
Oh, he was making diet lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, how do you make diet lasagna?
How do you make what?
Dr. Hayward was making diet lasagna.
Diet lasagna.
Anyway, so we were talking about the one-armed man episode, but we didn't finish it because you had to go and finish making your pie. So now we can start talking about the character, the one-armed man. Now, do you remember what his name is?
He is Bob.
His name is Bob.
Is his name Bob? I did it.
No, you mixed it up again.
Yeah. His name is Mike.
That's right. His name is Mike. But they're asking about his. Well,
he has a friend named Bob.
Let's see what you remember about Mike from the dream and the Mike that we meet.
Yeah. So the Mike from the dream has a tattoo on the arm that's missing, but he cut off his own arm, and the tattoo said "Fire Walk with Me." He has a friend named Bob that he killed because he didn't want him to kill any more people. Kind of a weird thing.
Okay.
And they live on the top of a convenience store.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what about the person that they meet in real life?
Yes. He does have a friend named Bob, and it's his very best friend. But his best friend is in a coma, and they don't have matching tattoos. He did have a tattoo on his arm, but it said Mom. And like 3 seconds before he said Mom, like when he was like tearing up, he's like, "Why are you asking?" I was like, "It's going to say Mom." It's like in my head, I was like, "That's gonna say Mom."
So you knew you had a psychic experience.
No.
All right. So do you think that this guy has anything to do with the case?
No, I think that his friend in a coma is his soul in the dream world is connecting with Laura in some way.
So like Mike's friend who is currently in a coma.
Yeah.
Bob Lydecker, the veterinarian.
Yeah.
I think that's, if I'm correct,
yes,
that's
he
what
is
they're
a veterinarian,
saying. Yeah. According to the exposition.
He's the best veterinarian I know.
He's in a coma right now?
Yeah.
Is that according to the...
according to the friend.
According to the friend.
So to me, that's like, okay, he's spirit world. Like he's in the dream.
All right. So then they go to the vet, and this is one of my favorite moments in Twin Peaks when Dale Cooper makes direct eye contact with the llama. It's a great moment.
I live to see the day that I can stare a llama in the face without breaking.
Right. So that's cool. Do you remember what are they finding at the vet place?
They're trying to find a bird owner.
Okay.
They're trying to find out.
And do you remember
birds. Why? Because Laura's bite marks, what they thought were bite marks, I think it's actually on the left side. Mm-hmm. Her bite marks are not person, they're bird.
All right.
Yeah.
So
also, does the llama talk to him? Do you think the llama converses with him in that split second? Do you think they're having a conversation?
I think so.
I think that they're having
something happens there.
I don't know. Maybe he like steps out of his body and into the llama. I don't know.
He does
say strong sender.
That's right. That's right. He's a strong sender. All right. Okay. So that we talked about the domino and the Hankel and So Bobby is framing Jacques Renault. So this is Jacques Renault's apartment. And And
I think he's filming it with the wrong stuff, though.
With the wrong stuff. But they find something do you remember what else they find at the apartment?
What else do they find?
So the magazine stuff?
Yeah. Wait, what is it though?
It's, if I remember correctly, I don't want to give too much away.
No,
because they're finding.
They're
finding it's like
a newspaper.
It's like Flesh World or something really gross.
That's right.
And they find
because it's the
an
other
ad,
copy.
right?
Yeah.
They find an ad that had I think
the place for One-Eyed Jack. Because
Okay.
they're trying to go to One-Eyed Jack.
And speaking of One-Eyed Jacks,
the
poker chip. So what's the deal with this poker chip?
Okay, a piece of that poker chip was in Laura.
And why do you think that got, like, what do you think the story is?
I feel like she ate it. She may have been working
hungry?
there. She's
just
like, she's checking to see if it's gold. No, I don't know. Oh, no, it's not gold.
Oh, it's not gold. Now it's in my tummy.
Yeah.
All right. So you think it was more just kind of an idle thing, like chewing on it?
I don't know. Maybe she was working there, one of the girls, or she was taken there.
Okay. It's a weird thing to have in your stomach.
Yeah, but so was the thing to have in her finger.
Yeah. Do you think that she put that in her finger, or are you assuming
somebody else put that in her finger?
Do you think the killer put the little letter in her?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's like
really
way up in there, right?
It's so deep.
Okay, so that takes us to the end of the episode for the most part. Is there any? So with the episodes Rest in Pain and the One-Armed Man, is there anything else that you recall that you want to talk about, or that you had theories about?
The mom is finally talking about her dreams.
Oh, that's right.
She's finally telling
you know what I do? And they also make the sketch.
Yes.
They make the sketch.
The sketch, because he's a strong sender and he doesn't want to be there.
That's right. So and who makes the sketch?
Andy.
Andy makes the sketch. So Andy's working on the sketch, and then he looks at it and says, "Yes, this is Bob from my dream."
Yeah, which is fair because it is. It's
Bob.
It does look like Bob
right?
For us.
So again, Bob's not the one-armed man. Bob is apparently.
I would like to know. He's apparently in a coma. But here's the thing. I'd like to know if Mike.
This guy's Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know if the real Mike could recognize the Bob. The one.
Oh, if
they showed him the picture, if they'd be like, "Oh my God, that's Bob."
Do you think this guy might be the vet?
He might be, but the other thing is, we haven't showed the one-armed man that picture.
Oh, that's true.
Because I want to see, oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Because
there's a lot of Bobs.
There's a lot of Bobs. It might not be his friend.
It might not be his friend.
I feel like it's the guy in the coma.
But it led them to the vet place where they're going to look for the bird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now it is time for you to let us know.
Yes.
So we've gone through the pilot.
Yeah.
And 5 episodes, right?
Yes.
Or
4.
Oh,
if you don't include the
pilot and 4 episodes. Yeah. Okay. So you've watched the pilot and 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So who is suspect number 1?
Okay. Are we talking dream or reality?
Let's go with who you. Let's.
Who do I think it will
dealing
actually
with the world of the movie, the weird David Lynch world of the movie. Who do you think it's going to turn out to be? Assuming it's going to turn out to be somebody.
Yeah. That's gonna suck if it's not somebody. I'm just saying. I get it, but at the same time. They already said, we all killed Laura Palmer, and then he's still on top of the coffin.
So who do you...
It's always going to be the 3 for me.
It's okay, so it's still the 3.
It's still the 3.
So it's still 3. Okay.
It's Andy. It's first of all,
so right now...
tied for first
it's
is
tied.
Nadine.
So Nadine.
And the dad.
Okay, so the dad's moved up a little bit.
The dad is tied for first.
So the dad... and Nadine.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us has anything taken away or added to Nadine in the last couple episodes?
The thing that's taken away from Nadine is my own bias of I can't be right.
Okay, so you think that there's so many
things
because when you were watching the dream sequence,
to me it
when
only
the dream
seemed
sequence,
like it was her.
It seemed like there was a lot of clues. Trying to look for the cool dream imagery, right? Because she's obsessed with curtains.
She's obsessed with curtains.
He's making the little
right.
that sound. Yeah. Things are leaning towards the left.
The ground looks like his sweater, not her sweater, but the other guy's sweater. Just for fun.
No, I meant to tell you this. You kept on focusing on how the left eye, people are left-handed.
Yeah.
And did you know that the word sinister means left-handed?
It does. That's awesome. I love that. And it's everything's on the left.
All right. So there's a lot of clues that still point
to her
in this direction of her.
Yeah.
All right.
But to me, it's like now it's probably just
so Leland started off as for you as a prime suspect. Yes. Then he dropped to number 3. Yeah. No, he dropped to number 2.
Yeah, and then he dropped to number 3.
No, sorry. Yeah, he dropped to number 3 because Andy was down the list. So now he's moved back up. He's tied with number 1. And why?
Because of that coffin scene.
Because the
coffin that scene really changed
guilty behavior.
In a way, I do kind of think it's guilty behavior. Again, I don't know that he killed her on purpose.
Gotcha.
In my mind, it's like he probably didn't kill her on purpose.
Okay.
He does seem to be a very clumsy man.
The shattered mirror and stuff like that?
Yeah, the glass and he fell on the coffin, first of all.
Okay, so they are tied for first, so who follows them?
And then it's Andy.
And then Andy. So tell me why Andy is like what's
too bad.
So you think that he's feigning clumsiness?
He's feigning clumsiness. And because
what do you think's happening? Like there's something going on between him and Lucy.
Yeah.
Has turned a cold shoulder to him.
She doesn't like him anymore.
And why not?
That's a good question.
Does she sense something?
I don't. Is she in on it? Is she not? I don't know. There's something about her.
Is she suspect number 3 then?
Maybe. I was just thinking like 3 because there's 3 people. It's like it's still the 3.
Gotcha.
It'd either be if I was gonna pick another like 3rd place, it would be her and the Jacoby doctor guy.
Okay. But we won't go there just because that's so many things. We're gonna keep it to just 3.
Yeah.
All right. So it's still Nadine.
Yeah. Nadine.
And
Dad,
Leland Palmer
tied for first,
and Andy.
And he's just he's too perfect. You know what I mean? Like he's like, oh, I'm too innocent. That's what he sounds like too.
Okay.
And nobody's gonna think about him. Nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's Andy. We should ask Andy what he thinks, even though he found everything. He found that.
And
he thinks he's above the law.
He's crying.
He's crying all the time. And like, here's the other thing. You hardly ever see anybody cry. The parents hardly cry. They yell more than they cry.
Well, the dad making
cries. It's like a yell.
It's like,
And you don't see like tears.
See. So it's okay.
So he's the only one who cries.
I think Donna cries.
Does Donna cry? She
crying.
She cries as soon as she thinks.
Right.
As soon as she thinks, but she's also yelling. There's no tears.
What about this? There's no. Is tears there?
That's kind of like a sad.
Like, he's probably like that every Wednesday.
I know.
He goes to a smoky place.
Like, nobody likes me. I'm the worst. That's what he thinks. He's like, I'm the most terrible person, and he's probably like one of the best people in town.
He's just got low self-esteem.
He's just like,
James just has low self-esteem.
I'm such a bad boy.
Such a bad boy.
I know, he's such a lame. I hate him.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Nothing to do with the mystery. Do you have a character that
I hate the
most? Hate the most?
Probably him.
James?
James.
You don't like James?
Such a lame. Like, I get it. He's like, I'm sad boy.
Okay.
I'm sad
Who's the
boy.
character that you admire the most?
That's a tie between Joe and Agent. What's his name?
So Josie and Agent Cooper?
Yeah, Agent Cooper and Josie. I like those the most.
Good photo of
Agent Cooper is cool, but nobody's asking for his badge. Why is nobody asking for a badge? I mean, like, maybe it's off screen. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, show me your badge. Just like go to a different place.
Maybe
off screen, but it seems like it's important to know that he's actually legit.
Do you think there's a possibility that it will turn out that he's not an actual FBI agent? Yes,
absolutely, because they haven't made it clear to us that he is.
All right.
Because he's like, I'm Dream Man. Maybe he's an alien. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just vibing.
So we're developing more questions than answers, but Mackenzie is still she's still on track with those 3 prime suspects. So I'm going to stop this broadcast and let Mackenzie get back to watching.
Also, just as a side note, I'm going to be really mad if it's the lady with the scissors.
Oh, Mrs. Briggs on the phone?
I'm going to be so mad if my first instinct was like correct.
You can always change your suspect list.
I know, but like, there's no reason to suspect her other than the fact she was holding scissors on the phone.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what the scissors were for.
You know what's interesting is that I think you started watching this like trying to be an actual detective.
Yeah, and then as soon as she came on.
Well, you've kind of quickly changed your techniques to much more like Dale Cooper, where you're just throwing rocks at things. And just like, scissors! Yes, you did it! All right.
But as soon as she came on screen, I was like, that's the murderer.
When I watch mysteries, I wait for the fourth person I see is like, that's the person. I always just
interesting.
It's just the fourth person I see. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to let Mackenzie go back to binge watching Twin Peaks, and we'll be back with more reaction videos.
Sweet. I'm loving this.
Twin Peaks will be solved. The mysteries will be solved one episode at a time by Detective Mackenzie. Bye.